Planeswalker's life is an otherworldly journey that is far from easy. The consuming vortex of an ever-changing metagame can leave your house of cards feeling bombarded with endless scenarios and worry of what's next. But one company has your best interests in mind, clarifying your uncertainties with hope and solid footing. Weather the storm. Insurance for the common mage.
Open your mind. Wide. Wider. Wider still. More, please. There now. Awaken to the peculiar, and never shall you be bored again. This announcement brought to you by...
Hey y'all, it's me. It's Saturday as usual. Back to being us, whatever you want to say. We're playing a Pauperganda first. I've got a new webcam. I got new software. We got a lot of new problems, so hopefully everything goes good. I got my two partners in crime, Little Fight and Shiraz. Thank you for joining me. Please, of all days, keep the chat going. For the very first time, I'm not monitoring my broadcast. I'm just trusting this stuff to try to kick down on the feed, and hopefully something that was happening with last week's camera won't happen. So just keep me informed. Disruption, Pauper, Paul through 315. Yay, all right. And Jose Prevista, Shiraz. Ooh, so many I can't keep up with. Lovecraft. Hey, everybody. And Proba. All right. Anyway. So I had the pleasure, last week I bragged about all the new creators in that tournament and stuff, and then I found a very cool mill list online after we kind of crashed and burned with ours. And the player's name online is Sulfur, but the L is actually a capital I, S-U-L-F-U-R, also known as Spell Slam on his YouTube channel. And I really urge you guys, go check this dude out. Please support him. It's like Spock on steroids. I love his breakdown. Little Fight, if you could bring up his YouTube page, I'd appreciate it. Go give this guy some love and subs and all that good stuff. Really, really, really in-depth things. Good observations, just a really solid Pauper mind out there, and so do what you can to help him out. We're going to be playing his list as always. My little critique about myself or my decks is like somebody will take them, change them, and then be like, hey, it didn't work, and it's like, well, damn it, you gotta play it like it is. So this is his list. I lost the very first game I played with it, and I haven't lost since, but big quotes. This deck takes a lot of time. We're probably only going to play 3 games today, and it's going to be a pretty long show because of just the nature of the deck. It's a very, very unfriendly streaming deck because, Mr. Chatterbox here, and before you know it, you're at like 4 minutes and stuff. But I think you'll see the potential in this. There is no Jace's Erasure, which I was alluding to last week, maybe being a thing because of, all the red elemental blast, pyroblast, all these other things. So, and we got, hey, Spell Slam's in the house. So that's him right there. So, yeah, go give him some love and go check out his channel and all that good stuff. So, I poured over this list thinking, what about this? What about this? What about this? And in every case, either his awesome breakdown of, he wrote a really intensive article and what do you call it? A cheat sheet. It's like just a page after page after page. Little Fight's going to share that with us. Now, there was his YouTube channel, but he also has what is it called? It's called, how do I mix this up? It's a tutorial. It's just a guide, I guess, would be the best thing. And it goes through all the stuff. And we're going to be using that today as far as especially what goes in and out of certain matchups. But really, really, really enjoying this list. It really leans on this stream of thought. And so I'll quit being a chatterbox and go off into see what we got. We got 3 Ash Barrens, 2 forests. I believe it's 7 islands, 2 growth chambers, and Thornwood Falls picks up for the land count of 18. Feels like a bit more because of the crew lands. And the only issue I've been having is sometimes I can draw too many cards and then the crew land shows up and it's like, you got to throw something back. But because of the nature of stream and thought, we can usually go get it back later. Keep in mind, this stops you from milling yourself. So you're going to see a bunch of card draws in here and go crazy. And Direct, I'm so glad that Spell Slam's in the house, because if you have any questions, ask just at him in the chat and he'll probably be able to, he'll be able to tell you better than me, because if you ask me, all I'm doing is proxying over to what he told me and stuff. And so it'd be really, really cool too. If you want to give us a quick little few sentences on why there's no brainstorm, which I think is the first thing that caught my eye, but he explained it really well to me. So anyway, for the spells, we got 2 Ponders, 4 Preordain, 3 Stream of Thought. There's a 4th in the sideboard, 2 Thought Scours, and 2 Fall from Favor. This one usually had the place of Pieces of the Puzzle in the past, which is another great card, but a bit slow. And this one, we're dealing with the enemy now. We're becoming the enemy. These are about $3 now each, so I was really hesitant to get these. I know I said I wouldn't, but I did. What are you going to do? Sorry, sue me. All right, so we got 4 Accumulated Knowledge, 4 Arcane Denials. Sometimes you want to just counter this yourself with your own spell, or so you get to draw all the cards and stuff, but it doesn't come up too often. 4 Frantic Inventory, which is just this but better, because well, in our case it's worse, but in most cases, if you're worried about your opponent playing on AKs and stuff, this one only counts itself. 3 Impulse, probably one of the best spells of the deck, and this is one of the main reasons Brainstorm's gone. We're able to go find stuff as opposed to just draw stuff. Speaking of finding stuff, we got 2 Muddle the Mixture, and there's 2 more on the side. Now our Fog package is 4 Moments Peace, 4 Tangle, and you'll see it down here, 4 Weather the Storm. If you got the commercial at the top of the show, Weather the Storm insurance in the house, so I had to go with that as since we're playing it. Anyway, hey-oh, says Pauper Tim, are we ready? So primer, that's the word. All right, 2 Dispels on the sideboard, 4 Hydroblast, the 4th Stream of Thought. Some lists do run these all in the main. I would probably be of those people, but having played it this way now, it's just right. Like I said, it's very rare I come across a list and I don't want to change anything. Even the last card I'll mention, but first we'll go to 4 Counterspells and 2 Muddle the Mixture. Now, Return of the Nature is, you know me, Mr. Macabre. I want to always throw Fairy Macabres and everything. It is neat to be playing pure creatureless stuff, because a person's going to have so many dead cards anyway, but Return to Nature is kind of growing on me. I know a lot of times they do have the answer to the answer to the answer, but mainly because you're able to get it back where you couldn't with Macabre. So Stream of Thought, you mill 4 cards. That's usually what people stop and read, or the Replicate catches their eye. But the second part, you shuffle up to 4 cards from your graveyard into your library. Oftentimes you're going to want to throw back Weather the Storm or this in-game, whatever, 2, 3, whatever and stuff. So, and there's Spell Slam with the logic breakdown. So anyway, I think I have this preset for no quitters, and we're going to see what we can see here. Hopefully either my bladder or fate is on our side. And let me know if there's any issues y'all see. Let's see if I do this. We'll say create, and I think I say patient players, no quitters, please. I'm sure we'll have a few, because people don't like being fogged. But we'll throw this up here, and hopefully, oh, there's our bouncy screen of death. We're off. So anyway, Chatterbox out. Return is also good because it can be fetched. Yes. Ooh, a dog avatar. I haven't seen that in a while. And away we go. And just holler if keep the chat going, because that's the only way I know you guys are out there. And let me know also too if we have any camera freeze issues. If it doesn't, then I'll know it was the camera and we're good to go. All right, we'll keep this. We got 2 fog effects. One of the things Spell Slam has coached me about is making sure not to keep too many fog heavy hands. And if I played this deck in a tournament or crazy amount, like more than a week or 2, I would want to set my stops differently to save just a few more little minutes here and there. But I'll say bottom top. Let's make sure to hit our lands here and go from there. It looks like we're up against some form of what I was playing a little bit of last week. I got 3rd in the PCT this last weekend with my Black Burn deck, so that was pretty fun. Now technically this should go pretty well. We can Weather the Storm negates a lot of what Fog's weaknesses is traditionally, in that they get you and then you start losing life as opposed to attacks, and then they kill you that way. But Weather the Storm is kind of the Fog number 9, 10, 11, 12. Got a bit of a slow roll here. Now this is the kind of hand that I've not been liking that much. We're not in too big of fog trouble here, so I'm going to play this, and then I'll probably, I'm not sure what I'll do. I can Arcane Denial and sit on something, but sometimes the Karoo lands are a little frustrating early because I'm just looking at so many cards. Let me kill this so we get a little more screen real estate. There we go. This should be a good matchup, says the master. All right. I think Terra had a very similar list that 5-0'd a few weeks or months back, and it goes here and there. Sometimes we'll see some stuff. Let's see. All right. Well, old Frantic Inventory here or Impulse? Probably. Let me get Frantic online here. We kind of have what we need. I just need to. All right. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll do this. Let me do this for a basic. I'll go get the forest now. And I think I'll play it now. We've got all flexible mana here, so probably just chill out and impulse at the end of turn unless some big spell comes down that we're afraid of. So maybe a sack outlet might be worth countering. Play the crew, discard your Frantic. Oh, see? Already screwed up. All right, well, I'm trying to get too much value out of my cards already. But because of the delay and because this is a time-heavy chunk deck, I'm going to just try to play my best there. And by all means, keep the things coming, but they usually arrive about 1 or 2 seconds too late. If I was playing a very aggro deck, I could probably sit around and wait and stuff. And I apologize if I've been ignoring the chat. It's just I've got quite an audience today, so I don't try to a whole lot of new alerts and tags and things like that. And so, all right, the Zealot shows up. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Let me counter this just to, well, yeah, I'm going to impulse here. Weather the Storm is nice. We don't really need any of these other things. I want to get really ahead on life here, and we've already got enough lands here. So I'll take this and go like this and yield through this. Yeah, a lot of times I put too much value on Frantic Inventory or AK, and the majority of the time I'm finding the best play is like you just suggested. You just pitch the first 1 or 2, and you use them as like 3 and above sort of spells, if that makes any sense. All right, I think I'll play the crew next turn. I'm going to still wait on this just so I have counter access and I can weather the storm. So I can at least get 2 out of this because our life's getting low enough now. Gotta think about the weather. And we got so many responses from everybody. It was we've never had this many responses. Apparently everybody loves Millstone decks. So that's the good news. Bad news is about 7 of you are gonna have to be kind of left out. After 1 or 2, I was like, okay, and then it was just like, holy cow. So we'll go over those maybe at the end of the show, and I'll just show you some of the emails and stuff, and hopefully it'll be good to go from there. All right, we can take this. I still don't see a sack outlet. Let's see what's going on here. Come on, play a bunch of stuff. Play a bunch. What do we got? We will counter this just because I want to. That's 2 things down. Hopefully they drop 2 more spells. They'll reload their hand, which is good news for next turn because then we'll have another Weather the Storm to get our head up on our life totals here. Come on, play something else, please. Does their deck run Carrion Feeder or something? I'm pretty sure it does. Okay, so there's that and that. Does he have another? Come on, 1 more spell. All right, well, we'll at least roll our hand lower here as we go way back up to close to starting life total. Always yield. The biggest kick in the crotch of the format. Weather the Storm. All of a sudden we're at 20. All right. Oh, leave me out, says Pauper Tim. I've been there plenty. All right, so they're going to get a little hand refill. I'll say okay to this. I think the play here is just Preordain and bounce the island with Growth Chamber and sit around and wait. Let's see what we get. Boop. Don't need any more lands. I'll say bottom. I'm kind of looking for super draw spells or the kill card. Go like this, return this. Good plan. Yeah, so normally, like Spell Slam is mentioning like Carrion Feeder or something with the Scorpions and the Footlight Fiend. This looks like my son's build of death. What a funny little thing. I hope he's watching the stream. He usually doesn't. But this looks pretty much like his build. All right, they've got a sack outlet. We've got to be careful. Mtg version of Sapphire's Death Deck got a 5-0 by someone 2 weeks ago. And Alex Olman posted a version of the on channel Fireball. Oh, cool. Hey, send a Little Fight or me the link, pauperganda@gmail.com. I guess I've been out of the inner workings. You know what? I think it's Tangle time. Tangle time. We'll just yield through. Dun, 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 dun. You can save Arcane Denial to counter your own AK. Such value. Very nice tip. Yeah, if you really want to draw like crazy. All right, I guess it's time to start gaining wee bits of life here. We don't have much going on in the sake of our hand here, but we can weather the storm. Literally. It might have been better to play the island there. We have 2 sources of green, and we could have really gone crazy with a arcane plan, but... Or I guess you could counter your own Weather the Storm like trigger. That would be a fun little play. You can also, yeah, that's, yeah. I was saying it while you were writing it. Maybe I'm learning. Let's see if the camera does the trick again. Remember last week I showed you my Pauperganda birthday mug, double-sided, by the way, and it froze the camera. So, camera looking good, things sounding good. What's the feedback? All right. Hey, look at this. We're the defensive deck, and we're up a life point. Looks good. All right. You get a little bit more of the top of my chrome dome. Well, that'll get big and bad, but I'm not too worried about it. As we take 1, 2 thumbs up, says Pauper Paul 315. Ah, there it is. Can't tell you how tickled I am with being the father of somebody whose first attempt at it starting to get some deck noticed. It's gone through iterations like all decks do. That little death deck that's across from us are variations of it, but I think that Scorpion was quite a sleeper card. Not many people saw coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a good amount of mana to have in this scenario. And boy, you want some good artwork. Check out Tangle. John Avon. Talk about a nice luminosity color wash. That is a prime example. All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff coming at us, folks. We've got 2, 4, 6 potential that could just happen out of the blue. So we got to keep that in mind as we move forward. I'm going to keep things really simple. We'll go like this. There's 1 spell. Oh, man. All right. Here we go. I'm just going to yield. Who does that, right? Yield with counter magic in hand. Bad idea number 7.3C. That's what you tune in for. Alrighty, here we go. And happy holidays to you, Little Fight. I know the working stiff finally has some time off, so you'll be seeing quite a bit of him online probably over the next few weeks. Let's counter this. I don't want no sack outlet outside of the Viscera Seer. Is that how you say it? I believe so. There's 2 spells down. We could make it 3. Now I'm going to leave the piece here because if I do draw the Stream of Thought, I can put it back in, and then we have a very good density of spells. But you could also argue we've already got Tangle and Weather in there, and they're playing a deck that might run Bog. So, but I'm going to stick with my plan and go like this. I didn't realize Cauldron Familiar was a downgrade to common. Time to whip up the battered cowls. Yes, we ran into that a few weeks now. That's craziness. All right, let me see if I can do this whole... I'm going to Weather the Storm. Then I'm going to counter my own spell. Let's do that. That'll draw some cards. As we draw 3 cards. I've seen people use that combo in Tortured Existence. Yeah, I think we lost to it a few weeks ago. It's beautiful. That bartered cow is awesome. Yeah, I'll refill my hand, please. And here we go. Okay, we've already got 1 Frantic Inventory in-house, so we're feeling pretty good here. Woo-wee! Man, oh man. This feels like cheating. We're at 29. We're not aggro our opponents down the life. And here we go. All right, well, I'm going to go... I'm going to impulse. I guess I should do that technically in a turn, but I'd like to find the... I'd like to start finding the Stream of Thought here. So I'm going to go see if I can find it. I do not find it. I instead find another impulse, which I'll sit on and say, any order. Got to do this on our turn, so I'll preordain now. Maybe we'll find it this way. There we go. There's our friend, bottom. And look at this artwork. Isn't that cool? Top. Yeah, let's draw that. And since we're going to be drawing a whole lot of other stuff here, let's go like this. I'm just going to do it once. This was one of the other questions I had. A lot of times, because of the nature of it, and you keep getting it back many times, the correct play is this. And we're going to throw back Weather, Tangle, Moment's Peace, Moment's Peace. We've already got a Weather in hand. There we go. Now we don't mill ourselves with all these gratuitous card draw. We've got a 2-spell turn here with Frantic Inventory and Weather on our end, or we could Impulse 2. This game is over, says Spell Slam. Uh-oh, boy, putting on the pressure. Now this is when I punt. My heart doctor is probably mad at me for what's he doing? I'm just going to counter stuff to be that guy. Oh, can I? I can't counter. What am I doing? Yeah, I just wonder what my blood pressure is trying to stream a deck like this, rolling all these things, reading, being on camera. It's probably pretty high. And away we go. We'll just take this damage. Opponent's got 4 cards in their hand. Let's see, that's a 2/4. That's okay. I'll just take it. We're all right. Art sometimes looks quite similar, so. I'm so glad the camera hasn't froze yet. That's awesome. Inventory. Draw 2. I want to stay in the 10s here as far as life total goes. Yeah, I'll AK right here. Let's get it out of our hand. There we go. All right. And we get another one here. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. I like to have even mana when I can because so much stuff costs 2 here. As we gain a life. Now, I believe we can kind of put the gas on a little bit here. That's 4, 5. We'll do this here and we'll replicate just the one time. Always yield. So we've got to come up with, I'm thinking of calling this either the Simic Mill Show or the Millstone Show. Not sure what would be more accurate. Thank you for the advice, Spell Slam. Always appreciated, my friend. I feel like I've made so many friends through Discord. I know I've badmouthed how many different ways you can communicate with people and how it gets kind of bogged down sometimes, but it is nice hearing someone's voice, and such a superior technology, even though it's an older one, compared to like typing things out or whatnot. Okay, I wish these counted as spells, but they don't. The island was the better play here, then I'd have access to 2. I was doing my 2 math and forgot that I had 1 math here. Choose up to these cards. All right, we have let's get Weather the Storm. Let's get Impulse. Let's get Stream of Thought and Arcane Denial. Sure. Okay. And now we get to do it again. Now we've really thinned out our deck, so I'll get Impulse, Arcane Denial, and I don't know. Sure, Preordain. Why not? Whambo. Let's see. There's 2/4 damage out there now. I think I'm just going to piece here. Might have been a better Weather the Storm turn there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Just trying to win here. That's a very good point, Spell Slam. You don't have to pick 4 every time. This is true. And you know what? That's one of the first times I did it. I was just trying to be kind of like that critic in the corner, thinking like, oh, well, I want to get maximum value here. So I'm such an efficiency nut. But you are correct. But that should not be a surprise. What an interesting play here. Playing around Tangle. 1, 2, 6 damage. Not too worried about that. I'm going to let this through. Very smart indeed. As we impulse. And the density of our deck is getting very great. I think we'll take a AK here. Any order. Sure glad we missed that pile of crap. All right. Let's go a little crazy here. We will AK. Cool. We will AK. Awesome. Yep, it's a cheating deck, I tell ya. I'm just going to weather now. Get some safe value going. We've got Tangle and Weather. I just don't want to have to discard here, but it's scary to think if I gave this deck any training, or anybody for that matter, how proficient you could get at it. All right, so there's a win. Thankfully, our opponent didn't quit. For the stream, anyway. This is usually when Fog games people rage quit is here. All right, so we're going up against that. So what we're going to do is bring up our handy dandy little primer. Black control, black aggro, probably more like here. Overall analysis, very favorable. See, this is the kind of stuff I love. Sards, no boarding. However, if you discard post board, take out some more expensive for life gain and add counter magic. Sign in Blood, Bump in the Night, Tyrant's Choice. Oh, okay, so this is more my style here. All right. They do have sack outlets, so I'm thinking I could maybe lose a fall from favor, but I guess we'll listen to the advice. Oh, black aggro is not updated? Well, we'll just pretend it is, and we'll go there. I guess I could take out the falls and go something like this. Let's try that. Bringing in our 4th stream and 1 more hard counter. Add a model. Okay. Oh, never mind. Hopefully I don't get too parched this show. Oh, I love this kind of land. Look at this beautiful hand. Oh, this gorgeous artwork. Boy, I'm really starting to like this deck. All right, we'll keep this. Hey, if I was kind of thinking this morning, I was like, man, if ever I was to just crash and burn or lose on time or all of the above, it's going to be this show. So if I can get out with a win, I'm going to be very happy with a deck that I like playing this style personally, but it requires like kind of laser focus, especially early on. It's funny, there's a lot of similarities to Brute Squad I'm finding as far as like early turn plays go. I just want to get my mana online now. I'll save Ponder for a wee bit later. We've already got a nice Tangle plan, and we're already 1 for 1 with the Carrion Feeder math. So, but anyway. All right, we're a half hour in. 1 game in. We haven't had a camera freeze or anything like that, so I'm just going to assume it's all good. All right, that showed up a wee bit early, didn't it? A bit too early to do these shenanigans. You have great intuition. Well, that's one of the benefits of playing this game so darn long. I think it's more of a trained muscle memory at this point. It has nothing to do with the motor under the hood. Yeah, all right. What do you guys vote? Frantic Inventory or Accumulated Knowledge? I kind of like the artwork on Frantic Inventory more, so I'm more likely to keep it in my hand so I can see it. That's my intuition. Tangle. I was wrong about you, Tangle. Last week I thought, what did I have? I had the cycle one in there just in case we ran into like Tron and we didn't really need fog effects all that much. And we're also leaning on the draw heavy plan of the Jace's Erasure, which is kind of a trip line. I think a lot of brewers fall into, including myself, where you just feel like, I gotta do that because that's what's supposed to be in there. Ah, Frantic, you got us. All right, let's go make sure we hit our land drop here. It takes 2 to tangle. That would be a good name for it. All right, we got Weather the Storm. We got a lot of stuff, but I want land, so I'm going to throw all this back and shuffle. Yes. All right. Well, we can at least do that. We've got a hard counter. Our opponent's a little mana screwed here. Yeah, that does seem to be the way. If you choose Frantic, AK shows up and vice versa. It's the quantum theory at work in your life. I gotta be careful because where my mic's set now, I don't want to jar the table. All right, here we go. Hopefully, Spell Slam, you saw the top of the show. We had a Weather the Storm insurance commercial, as well as a little Simic beauty piece that I like to show off every once in a while when it's needed. Yeah, let's counter this. I just kind of feel like being a wee bit of a jerk. Keep them in the dark. Let's keep them stifled. Any reason you got rid of your computer glasses? Oh, I just forgot. You're right. And I have it brighter in here. So, yeah, if I can find them. Yeah, I think I took them. I do have my computer closer, so let me put on the old. Thank you for that. Frame my appearance a wee bit better. Hey, I can see stuff. Alrighty, here we go. We countered that. We're playing like a jerk in a good way as we go like this. All right, we need to do something now. We've already got an AK in the yard, so we'll trip the other one so we can draw 2 cards here. And I'm only doing this main because I want to hit a land. We're getting a little shy on lands here. Whoop, there it is. And we're at 7. I'll save that. I'd like to get back my green spells with Stream of Thought. We're in no danger of losing life here, so I had the feeling from the start of the stream that there was something different about you. I had one of my mysterious beer episodes yesterday. About once a week I'm able to finally go and get my favorite beer from Trader Joe's that I showed you guys last week, and I don't know what it is. I'm not promoting this at all. Definitely watch your moderation and all that stuff, but it seems this beer makes me lose weight. I don't know what it is. Every time I have it, maybe it's filling or something, but it's always the next day on the scale. I'm like a pound or 2 lighter. I'm just like, okay. Never heard of a beer diet, but I wouldn't recommend it, and I'm sure it's a spurious correlation, but I saw you. Oh, thank you for that, guys. Yes. All right. There's our much-needed land. Now we're in business. So probably do a little inventory here. Simic Inventory. That's got a nice sound to it. Hey, Spell Slam, what's the official name of this? Do you just call it Simic Fog? Because I'm I want to get that right, at least in the description, but I also want to kind of call the show. I think what would say the most about this as far as it, you know, when you're looking on YouTube, would you click on Millstone Show or Simic Fog? What's the deal? Anima Beer. Hey, Pablo, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Always nice to see new faces. And now with this new software, I can see we got 23 watching us right now, so that's pretty cool. I'm slowly coming on board the whole Streamlabs community. Woo! Turbo-Fog. Turbo-Fog. Okay, I guess it's called Turbo-Fog. All right. My wordsmithing isn't going to do any help there. And Spell Slam is in the house. Resident Fog Master. He might not say so, but I will call him that, and it will be thus. We have one spell, or was it two? I should be paying attention. See, I'd have little hash marks if I was playing this really seriously, but I'm trying to entertain, so. Enough of the excuses, old man. Let's do this. Come on, play another thing. Come on. Come on, Creed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll let you have that. I have a friend who used to work at R&D who tried more practical quantum computer applications other than theoretical. Ooh, very nice. If you guys get a chance, I should have let Little Fight know, but it's not that hard of a search on YouTube. I know it's not Magic, but it's a very close cousin. Dungeons and Dragons partnered up with what was it? Stranger Things, and they did a live. It's about a 2-hour thing, and it's so fun. It's really fun. They pretty much revisit like what do you call I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here because I'm trying to do 8 things at once here. They pretty much recreate the universe of Christmas, but you know, it's in D&D style, and there's a Yeti and all these things, and really entertaining. And if you've never seen I watched the whole thing, and my mom did too. She's still visiting, and was thoroughly entertained. So very cool. It was funny talking to Spell Slam. Had about a 40-minute chat with him the other day, just about decks and stuff. And I'm playing his deck, and he's playing Brute Squad a lot lately. So maybe I'll showcase that next week, the changes made to that. And it's been a while since we revisited El Bruto. All right. It's time to be a jerk. The mind interaction experiment. I love me science. But the only thing I religiously watch on TV anymore is that Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson. First season's still really hard to beat, but I learned all about the mycelium about a month ago. That is fascinating stuff. Speaking of green mana, my goodness. Whole worlds. All right, let me just counter that. Or should I? I just don't want any surprise life triggers going down. We'll probably get unearthed here, but I don't remember Pauper Things commercial in October or anytime recently, says Pauper Tim. Oh, need to see it more. Hey, good to know. All right. I think it's the end of the show today. I can't remember what I've got programmed. You'd think I would take better notes, but there's only so much stuff. I don't want to turn it into a reading show. I've already got me notes here. All right. We've got some goods here. And most decks will run right into your plan of like trying to draw cards themselves. So, all right. There's a good amount. I'm thinking of grabbing, I guess I don't need to. Let's stream here. We'll say 0. All right. We're going to get back our green stuff. Counterspell might be pretty cool. Let's get back Tangle, Weather, Arcane, and Counterspell. Just because. I know, don't have to grab 4. You can just grab 1 if you want. But I'm a greedy bastard. And I believe, let's see, we got a Frantic. That's for 2. You know what? I'm going to muddle now. Go grab me some life. Only way we're going to lose is some weird loss of life trick and not really the counters. So grab one of our 5 Weather the Storms, soon to be 10. So anyway, feeling good, feeling good. So the only way out of a fog lock traditionally is to kind of overwhelm somebody and hope they don't have the Tangle. In this case, that's a bad idea because of the storm mechanic. I'm not quite sure. Now if I inventory here, I think that's probably the better call. I know it gives them more options to grab. I finally made it to a stream, says Eckhart. Cheers, Deluxe and Pauperganda. All right, good to have you, my friend. Good to see you. It's been a while. All right, I'm going to inventory here. I know we're giving them more options, but I want to make sure that there's three, or these are in the yard and not exiled forever. So he's probably either going to grab Peace or the Weather the Storm, but that's all right. Is this the Christmas D? It's a video of the cast. It just came out yesterday. Should be one of the very first things you see there. So we'll yield through this turn, see what we can do. What goes away forever? What will it be? There's a lot of things it could be. Weather the Storm. All right, they're on to us. A lot of good options there. Kind of an intimidating hand. That's like a scoop look sometimes, you know. You look at somebody's hand and you're just like, you know what? Life's too short. I ain't doing this. Well, maybe we'll go get another one, huh? Why not? Transmute. Don't have what you need? Well, just go get it. It's a cheating deck. Weather the Storm, number 6. It's obviously not number 6. I'm just trying to imply the crazy amount of value you can get here. You know what? God, I wish I could do this in backwards order. I could just stream now. And then Peace. I think we might get more value this way. Let's just do this now. I'll say just 1. Let's see. I want to get Stream of Thought back. That's about it. Yeah, I'll just go with 1 this time. Then I'll Weather the Storm now because I've done enough stuff here. Oh no, I thought I had 3 spells. That was a little bit of a mini punt, but what are you going to do? I think if you just type in Stranger Things D&D, it'll be the very first one. They've got a red frame and there's, I believe, 5 people on camera. Maybe don't even need a link, but if you guys are interested in that D&D stuff, it's just a really good, like if we were playing Scrabble last night and I just put it on in the background, and then once the game was over, we kind of all made our way to the couch and just watched the whole like back half of it together and stuff. And mind you, I was the only one that had ever played a game of D&D, and everybody enjoyed it. So actively enjoyed it too. They were like invested, looking into it. And I think it's just the nature of storytelling, you know, you let people put things together for themselves as opposed to just spoon feeding them plots all day long and things like that. Really, really enjoyable time. All right. We're at 29 viewers. Can we make it 30? So weird to know that that's the live count. I just usually look at the words coming down and I'm like, oh, I guess so-and-so's here. And if 3 people comment, that's how many viewers I think we have. But I guess it's a bit more. Says the Simic scientist. That's a bit of a stretch. Ooh-wee. We got some big creatures. Look at these numbers. Time to Tangle. All right. No more shenanigans. Next turn, we fog. Turn after that, we fog. And then, on turn 3, we will fog again. Land is kind of hiding from us here. I'm so glad the camera hasn't froze up. I guess that issue's been solved. Shouldn't have been that hard for me to deduce that either, knowing that my webcam was kind of on the fritz. A few of you had brought up some of the past shows how that had happened. So, all right, we got 2, 4, 6 access here. I've got 2 spots here. I think I'm just going to play the Barrens and pass the turn. What the fog? Did we freeze or is it just me? Oh, hopefully not. Oh no, did I speak too soon? Everything all right? I'm going to pour my Coke, sorry for the liquid sound effects in the background, into my nice Pauperganda mug, just so the aesthetics of the show increase. Come on over, Beatles. Let's do this. No freezing at my end. Yes, I love to hear that. Not Papa JRBX. Oh, thank you for joining us. All right. Let's do the thing, Julie. Hiya. Man, that's a pretty card. John Avon. It's probably an artist that other artists are jealous of, especially when it comes to lands. Definitely has a niche spot there. Should we counter this? I don't know what it is. Alright. Must be a creature. So if you really like this style of deck, you could probably mess around with your stops and just keep it at like the damage or whatnot. I guess we'll let this through. I've seen worse. Opponent's got 6 minutes. We got 9. What's happening? I thought it would be reversed. Alright. Bit of a sack outlet. I might have wanted to counter that, but he's already got one out, so. God, it'd be so nice if I didn't misplay that Weather the Storm here. We'd be at like 30 or 40 life. Craziness. Alright, speaking of life, I guess we could do this into that. I'll just wait. This is a very EOT deck. For those of the alphabet persuasion, that means end of turn. Counter my own fog, draw 3. Yeah, perhaps. I feel really safe behind all these fogs, though. So as the game goes on, if you notice, we're putting quality spells in. I do not want Lamphead. No. That's a killer. EOT. Easy as 1, 2, 3. There's 2 spells. I want to do this now. In case I find a weather. That's 3 spells. Ooh, alright. Thought Scour is a bit of a head scratcher. You always think like, that's weird. 2 of those, but it replaces itself. Feels pretty good. At this point, if I get Weather the Storm, I might just play it here. This is a pretty big weather count. Alright. I mean, we'll just do this. Boop. And yield through the stern. Now, it seems counterintuitive to counter your own stuff, but like Spell Slam suggests in the chat, oftentimes that's another way to draw even more cards. Alright. I sure wish they'd fix the stack. When you say stack things automatically and stuff, and it always keeps asking you, one of the main reasons I don't play Soul Sisters or tokens or it's kind of those tick-tock clock builds. I always love seeing Tangle. Come on. It does show chat number, but does not update. Only updates when you close and pop out again. Much retain. Oh, wait. What are we talking about here? All right, let's bring this bad boy online. Float the generic mana, return the Barrens, and maybe go find a forest. Why not? I missed the reference there. You badmouthing me, little fight? Why not? We're on a theme here. Let's make sure whatever we draw is going to be really good. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to tangle some more. 4 minutes to 8. Feeling good. It does show chat number, but it does not update. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, I have to hit refresh chat. Oh, that's weird. You think it would just be updated all the time. Well, maybe it's more. Who knows? But if you're just joining us, thank you for making Pauperganda your choice of streaming today. Always love to see the new blood and such. This will probably be a submission. If my pauper psychology knows anything, or the history of my gaming knowledge, this is usually when people fold up. Tangles can be absolutely devastating in this scenario. They might have, what's that black spell for every creature on the board or whatever? No, Elves runs it sometimes. I believe it's a sorcery for 2 and a black. Has some loss of life equal to critters on the board. We'll have to keep up Arcane Denial math there. Yowza. And of course, my customary Saturday call, one of the only times my phone rings, is when I'm streaming. Yeah, we're not letting that through, are we? Counter that. Oh yeah, Gruesome Fate. That's the one. Thank you for that. Cooper the Red. All right, let's do this. Not out of the woods yet. When I get in the 30 life total, these decks can either via Crypt Rat or Sacrifice Outlets and Serrated Scorpions and such, they can get to you pretty quick. And now we're kind of naked without our Arcane Denial. Maybe we'll go find another one. Even, let's see. Very cool. Always need these things. Let's do this, just in case we find a Weather the Storm. I might AK this turn. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we've got a Denial. At this stage of the game, we've only got Fogs. I know we've got the AKs there. I'm actually going to grab a Denial here just for the safety net of, oopsie. Shoot, what did I do? I clicked on the first one. Ah, dang it. The first one I click is the last one drawn. You idiot. All right, well, it doesn't matter because I'll just Arcane now. I'll say no. And I'll do this now. Now I've got Arcane. Okay, and we got a Tangle. We're feeling good. Sorry for the jingle bells in the hallway. We've got all these sleigh bells on all the doors, so if you heard, that's not a reindeer behind me. You got it all. Be very slow to click. Bone Picker going down. And you probably want to right click on these and let them through. I'm just glad I'm ahead on time. That's one funny thing I was noticing. Every time I play this deck, I keep thinking like, hurry up, and then I look and I'm usually ahead. Here we go. This first match is going to go almost to the hour mark. That's why I was telling you guys, probably play 2 or 3 shows today to showcase it, especially if we keep winning. Kind of proves the point, but this could easily turn into about a 6-hour stream if I played 5 rounds with this. So you've got to have your caffeine in your bloodstream and be ready. This will be the last week. Speaking of shows or commercials and stuff people miss or get tired of, I know that Jingle Bells obviously is timely for December only, so I know I've played it 2 shows in a row. This will be the 3rd and the last for quite a while. He doesn't get to untap. Well, I guess they're not playing that sorcery I was referencing because they're going about this in a whole different way. This is interesting, allocating the resources to nullify Tangle's effect, so you could probably just swing with 2 members each time. It's like a pseudo-fog effect. Cool deck, says that card. All of it goes to Spell Slam and Company. And if you want to see Spell Slam online, it is his username is Sulfur, but the L is actually a capital I. If you want to friend him and plague him with questions, foggy questions, the Simic persuasion. He's your man. We are denying that. Get out of here. Damn rat. We got rats. Let's do a little bit of AK, baby. Kaboom! Insta-hand. Sulfur, feel free to add me. There it is. All right. So, we do a WW, which I'm finding is kind of common with this list, as long as you play slow and prodding. And thankfully, our Rodrigo Xavier did not quit. Was a good sport about it, and all that stuff. All right, the bathroom calls. I'm going to be showing you another old fan favorite from the Conan O'Brien show way long ago, and I called it Karn's Clippings. We'll be back in just a few. Enjoy.
Can't make these up. Check this one out. It's an ad from the Jamestown Gazette in Jamestown, New York. It's a sweet ad for a little boy's Argyle sweater. Isn't that cute? $9.99 gets you that little boy's Argyle sweater. He's got his hands on his hips. Everything looked fine. But look what it says right here. It says, from our pompous little twit line. Kid had it coming. Can't make them up. Why would you? Next, we have one from the Newburgh Post in Newburgh, Indiana. It's an ad for health insurance. Health insurance and these nice elderly ladies right here in the ad. Everything looked fine, but look at this elderly woman's sweater down here. That just seems strange. Oh, look at this. We all have seen these Guess ads over the years. They're always sexy and sultry. Here's one. It's a Guess ad in the Upper Darby Chronicle in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. And it's for stylish new handbags from Guess. And everything looked fine. This woman's looking very intensely out to sea. But look what it says right next to her. It says, watch your 63-year-old millionaire husband struggle against the riptide in style. Here's one from the Charlotte Observer in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's an ad for treadmills. That's right, treadmill. There's a woman on the treadmill right there. For $7.99, you get that treadmill, and there's a picture of her working out. And, of course, it has different speeds. Look at the settings right here. This worried me. It says, walk, jog, run. James Woods is behind you. And then check this out, finally. It's an ad from the Stockbridge Post in Stockbridge, Massachusetts. It's an ad for scented candles. That's right, scented candles, all different kinds of... There's glistening snow right there, pumpkin pie. But look at this. This isn't right. Dead clown. Dead clown.
Upgrade your next meal to perfection. Cast Searing Spice to instantly enchant any meal. Defend your food from boredom. Get Thermo Alchemist Searing Spice. And untap the flavor.
Available at Singular Superstore and Marasas Market.
And we're back. All right, so fresh off a nice WW. I ain't talking no wrestling. Here we go. Hopefully you like that Karn's Classified Clippings. Really enjoying that. So yeah, this is the list we're playing today, courtesy of Spell Slam. Again, make sure to go check out his channel and give him some love, because, hello? Where's my... Oh, that's what's going on. All right. Smoke'ems. All right, we've got all blue hand, all blue spells. We'll keep this. Let's see what we're doing. We'll keep. Boop-a-doom. And I was asking Spell Slam Q&A about this deck list, and believe it or not, it's fairies is one of the harder matchups. So I'm going to save that ponder. I'm going to try to just get our mana right here. And against, yeah, Boros, and let's see, Boros's note was try to keep the Monarch, because they'll try to burn you out with the good players anyway. But the other one was Delver, was to side out the fall from favor Monarch shenanigans and just go more of a counter plan. And Muddle the Mixture, too. That's what's an interesting note. I don't think I asked you to elaborate on that one, but if you want to in chat, I'd appreciate it. Woo! All right. What are we up against here? Hopefully it's okay. Ain't so bad. We'll do this. Get our land right. Maybe we'll make them trip up on stuff. Plains is nice to see. I'm starting to get that vibe, too. If they rely on turning things sideways, it's pretty hard to beat this list unless you punt real bad, or you've had too many gin and tonics, or that sort of thing. Bum-ba-dum. Alrighty. Well, we've got access to all kinds of goodies. I'm just going to slow roll this. We'll drop an island and do the always universally feared 2 untapped island play, just to set the table for intimidation. So happy to find a Pauper channel, says Lorraine Sushi. Only second time catching you live. You had a mono black control list. Oh, you had me at mono black control. Nice. Very good to see new blood. And so I had to squint to read that. On my end anyway, your font is super dark. And even with my glasses on, it wasn't enough. Okay. Well, we're going to fall from favor here, baby. Well, should we? I don't know. We might be giving up the Monarch there. But even if you do give up the Monarch with this list, it's kind of the point, right? Make them draw cards. So Monarch, I guess so. We've got time. Boop, boop. The number 1 turn 3 play in Pauper now, unfortunately. And I hate to say it, even though I don't think that Fall from Favor should be a blue card at all, or should be in Pauper at all, but Alex Ullman had a really good article showing how balanced the last challenges technically were with it. Yet it's in almost every deck, but it's also kind of balanced. It's weird. Do we always have to mix up AK and Frantic Inventory? This is ridiculous. I've had like 8 games with this, and 7 of them seem to do that. Ooh, see, I like these old artworks. Maybe because I'm old. But I don't like the artifact kind of white look. It's like, ugh, weird. Let's see, return in here. I don't think that was the play, really. I think you want to bring back the meadow and cycle it. Do something with your land that turn. What do I know? I miss the brown artifacts too, says Spell Slam, for sure. All right, well, we've got the goods here. Moment's Peace shows up just like we wanted it to. That's fine. I'll just sit back and counter stuff. Watch our clock. Yeah, we're going to have to ditch something here. Yeah, with this hand, I'm actually going to pitch the Growth Chamber. Bye-bye. Come on over, Skyfish. Feels kind of silly using that on 1 card, but maybe they'll overinvest with Bone Splitter and try to steal back the Monarch. We really like Squadron Hawk because it makes them mill themselves for 3, technically. Is that technically? Figuratively, I think is the word I'm looking for. Hey, oh no, what are we going to do about that? A whole lot of nothing, that's what. All right, what gets the vote here? I'm going to Frantic Inventory, and we'll probably draw more accumulated knowledges. Hey, look at that, wow. It didn't happen that way. Well, that's interesting. They're going to overdraw with Monarch. Yeah, even if they get it, I don't know. I'm going to try to keep it 1 more turn. We'll probably eventually lose Monarch, but it'll play into our hands. All right. Now we've got the double green, which is what I always like to see. Why, you say? Well, because I can fall into some pretty powerful stuff. Namely, Weather the Storm. All right. Opponent's a wee bit flooded. They're probably like, what is this guy playing? It's not that obvious. Unlike the original where you would always see, what was it, Jace's Erasure out, and it was like, okay, well, cards are on the table now. We know where you stand. Here we go. Okay, this would be a really good time to find a Weather the Storm. We've got a Frantic Inventory there. Impulse will get us the card we want. Frantic will fill up our hand. What shall we do? Well, let's Impulse. See what we can find. All right, well, I guess we'll grab this. Yeah. AK, any order. Sorry, Fog. We're going to try to keep this 1 more turn. I know you could technically want to leave this there and go grab it with the card, but I just want to keep the card advantage going here till we really lock up our mana. Get things secure. Plus, it might lead to a super scoop. I ain't dealing no ice cream here. I'm talking about quitting, sucker. Here we are. Like to see that. 2, 4, 6. That's what I want. My only critique so far seems to be, at least maybe it's a playstyle thing with me, not that I'd say Brainstorm is needed, but I would like almost more Thought Scour effects in that they're instants, and so when I have that odd number mana, I can really crank up Weather the Storm. But that would be if it was losing. So far the deck just seems to win. Oh no. Alright, we've got, I guess it's pretty easy to throw. We've already got a Frantic Inventory in the yard, so we'll just discard an accumulated knowledge. And we don't have to get maximum value. Keep in mind you have another fall in the deck to get Monarch later as well. That be true. Alright. He's going to be returning a permanent. It's probably the Meadow. The Meadow? Is it the Meadow? There it is. Cycle time. Alright. Let's, I guess we'll AK here. And we'll AK again. Accumulated knowledge. What the hell? Well, that's weird. I guess we're losing Monarch here. Frantically builds paper. I'll just yield through here. We've got a whole lot of cards. We'll be losing Monarch, but I'm not too worried about things going sideways. But my goodness, where are our fogs hiding? All right. We are no longer the Monarch. Rome has fallen. 10 life. Better do something, right? 1, 2, 3. All right. God, if we fail to find fog, that'd be pretty funny. Say no more. Here we go. 2, 4, 5, da, da, da. Yeah, we'll gain the life we can. Let's 1, 2. Let's go find some good stuff here. I'm actually gonna throw that on the bottom. All right. Now I want to ponder here. There we go. All right, slow down. Put on the top. Put on the top. Put on the top. Nope. So now, 1, 2. I guess we'll just wait. I'll pitch the growth chamber and an island. Oh, something else too, huh? Sure. We'll draw more. Who needs faithless looting? I've got drawing looting. As we go here, it is fog time. Boom, boom, boom. If nothing much happens here, which is unlikely. They got 6 cards and 6 mana. They should probably try to overdo it here. I had a knee-jerk reaction to throw in Fade Away, but then it's like, well, that's what Fog's already doing. I don't really mind if things are out there much. And not worth that. Let me, let's see. How many Frantics do we got? 2 in the yard? That's Impulse just because... All right. I get some more fogs here. We've already got weather. I'll get another fog in hand just to feel nice and safe. It's like a warm blanket feeling. They're going to really pump up our storm if things keep going this direction. All right, we'll just stream for 1 here. I wish it was preset at 1 or none. This artwork is just so awesome. Oh! Let's see. Choose up to 4 cards. Alrighty. Let's grab, I don't know. Maybe we should keep Moment's Peace there. Let's grab Fall from Favor, Moment's Peace, Impulse, and I guess we'll do a Thought Scour. Okay. We could muddle here, but I like the double Counterspell since our opponent has 7 cards and we're sitting on a fog here. So, hey, Toothmaker in the house. About what percentage of Pauper games have been Monarch these days? About 100. Every color has access to it now. Green and red kind of get the bad end of that, but they still have options too. But yeah, it's kind of the more broken card in the format, my friend. Oh, he has sent me a message. Oh, what is it? Let's see. Decided to play Fall from Favor now. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Oh, that's still the end of my turn. I don't know why they didn't just write that in the chat. Still my favorite deck to play is the Chid 3's modified. The way I've modified it to fit Blackburn. Really cares less about the Monarch plan and dealing with creatures and such. No spells have been cast. They are really trying to play around Tangle. As they come in for enough here, we will fog. There's spell number 1. Be an encouraging line of play here to, boy, they are just sitting on their cards, aren't they? We will inventory here. I'll save that for the odd number with the Weather the Storm here. I guess we'll AK here. Zambo. All right. Who needs Monarch when you draw this many cards? 27, 9, 18. Hey, we're down about a minute. Here we are. We will gain the life. Yeah. Let us think. Let us stream our thoughts together. Played Magic says, late to the game again. What are we playing? We're playing Spell Slam's Turbo-Fog. And the resident Fog Master is in the chat, so Spell Slam's the name. Fog is the game. We'll get 1 accumulated knowledge back because that's just good magic. We'll get our stream of thought back. And I think that's about it. Maybe an island? No. And we'll just get those 2. Certainly. All right. Let's, I think we could probably do that this turn. Let's Thought Scour him. That's 2 spells. Let's Preordain. Bottom, top. And then let's, well, I guess we could Weather the Storm and counter a copy of it. Do we even want to do that, though? Yeah, I'll just Weather. Let's get some life back. All right. 24 life, 7 hands. It's a good life. Tangles in the house as well as counter magic. Opponent has pretty good taste in artwork here. I like these time expanded lands. More of a macabre outlook on plains. The storm is coming. Very nice. This one too. Some ancient dead beast. Looks like a rib cage. See, so many things you just don't care about when you play this kind of deck. It's like you gain all the life you want. Kind of feels like Infect. Who cares? What are you going to do, co-op? All right, one of my favorite Amazon Prime shows is that Wayne. It's just like an anti-hero. Very, very, very good watch. Boy, if you're offended by bad language though, watch out. But they do a really funny Boston accent that just my wife just nails. And these 2 really ignorant kids like, get your hands off my sister, Quap. It's just funny how they say it. Now, if he had access to black mana, or she, never know, we might have to watch out for harsh sustenance. They can't damage you, but at least they can pick good art, says Toothmaker. That'd be true. Boy, did I pick the wrong turn to go off with Weather the Storm, huh? Should have done it this time. Dang it. All right, well, let's shut this down. Keep our life total nice and fat. Out of almost necessity here. We just have too many cards in our damn hand. We're going to Tangle you, co-op. Pauper Cop. That'd be a pretty funny name, right? All right, maybe they'll go crazy again. I could muddle here. 2, 3. Transmute. What shall we get? Oh, we got an AK we can go get. I kind of feel like getting another Weather the Storm. I'm going to do that. I'm greedy. Why draw cards when you've got all the ones you want? Bum-ba-dum. So, Spell Slam. Hopefully I'm not making a shameful attempt at this. Have we thought stream of thought? Yeah, we have. Hey, 5-year-old Pietro who turned 6 on Monday would love a happy birthday shout out. All right, Pietro, I think I'm saying that right. Happy birthday on Monday. A Pauper birthday to you. Very cool. We should have had a Sagittarius card picked out, not this Simic scientist junk. That is a magical age, and you should thank your parents for getting you into magic, because it will make you smarter, both with math and very much so with language skills. All right, what has happened this turn? I'm too worried about birthdays and forgetting what the storm count is. Oh, it's only 1. Okay, it says so right there. There's this weird thing called reading. All right, well, here we go. Hope I said it right. Apologies if I didn't. I was defending myself the other day. I was like, I'm not so much a bad speller. It's just every variation of the word I can spell in my head. And so it's kind of a roll of the dice. That's my excuse. Bottom. You know what? I'm going to say top. Let's just play this and get a life and have a little bit more mana. Don't want to skimp on it too much there. Doing fine. All right. Life is all downhill from the age of 6. Oh, Nimchimsky, don't say that. But I think you're right. Mine was my golden age up to about, 12 or 13. It correlated exactly to when I used to play in the forest all the time. Well, we've got a moment's peace in the yard. I think I'll just use that. Keep our life total nice and healthy in case they've got some sort of tricky play. Boop. Here we go. We haven't had any quitters today, which is kind of a thing. If you like to play this style of deck, it's right up there with land destruction, where it's like games 2 and 3 usually don't happen because the person just rages away. Haven't had one of those games yet. I've had a few, just in the few that I played, maybe 8 times or so, where you just have an obscene amount of cards that you draw. It gets really grotesque. Excuse me. We've seen that. I mean, life totals going absolutely crazy. It can get bonkers. Well, I think it's about time that we counter our own stuff here. Let's, I guess we could just do that on their turn, though. Our only kid, Jack-O-Lantern, just turned 2 months. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the stream, but if we had a girl, I had my wife convinced for just a little bit that we should name the child. I'm going to counter this just because I'm tired of looking at my hand. I wanted to call if we had a girl, Sarah, but spell it like Sarah Angel. And she was like, she's quite a traditionalist, but she was kind of on board with it for a little bit. And then she found out it was based on magic, and she was like, absolutely not. One of my favorite editing softwares, Avid. That's what I wanted to name our second kid, as opposed to Aaron, or as you all know him, Sapphire, because it's like David without the D. I thought it was a pretty cool name. Dad's an editor. He lives on this machine called an Avid. Not so much anymore. Now it's more of the Adobe Persuasion, but hey, what are you going to do? All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to weather the storm. Then I'm going to counter my weather, or one of the copies. Yep, this one. So we can draw all those crazy amounts. All right, this one. I guess I can't counter the stack, but we'll still gain some life here. Then I'll weather at the end of the turn, probably. So we're going to take a bit of a hit here. We still gain 6 life. That ain't so bad. You can counter the original. My wife's name is actually Angel. Yeah, you got me there. I have a friend whose daughter's name is Elspeth. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Let's shut the door. Huzzah! Yield through this turn. All right. Let's do this. You know that one's with the rings whipped out. Yeah, Fallen Angel. That was such a house. Back in the day, I remember that being like, all right, the fog plan is in full effect. We're drawing all kinds of goodies. Woo! I should make a deck called Ric Flair. That'd be funny. All right, I think we'll try to fall from favor here. What hits the hardest? I guess we'll go with this. Oh yeah, we got to choose that. Look at that actually mattering, huh? That's kind of funny. Let's ponder. Ponder co-op. All right, let's do this in the right order. Boom, boom, boom. Nope. Stream of Thought. Very rare that I replicate this spell. It's just good on its own. Choose up to 4 cards in my graveyard. Tangle. Weather. 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 Okay. Awesome sauce. We'll go like this. Frantic. Yes? No? Should I do it now? Why not? Cool. And just to see it happen. Whoa! Here we go. Yes. All right. Uh-oh. Got a discard. Yeah, all right. I'll get rid of that. Getting close to one shooting my opponent. Yes, indeed. I gotta be careful. I've only got 15 cards. Better find the stream myself. What a nice life total here. I'll just yield through this turn. This is White Weenie. Look at all those dead cards in his yard. Well, not so many. Sunlance. Yeah, I'm too busy trying to gain life and chat. And I should have been looking at how many cards are left. I could have ended it a little bit sooner there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we could be dead to rally here. Thank you for that. Can't be too overconfident. White does have a lot of anthem effects. When you hear that term, it just means all your creatures get, that sort of thing. Field Surgeon, very underplayed. Love this card. Tap an untapped creature you control. Prevent 1 damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn. Not enough people play this card. If you're sitting all weekend long and trying in a brewing mood, go for it. That's ripe for good ideas. I always get this in the mornings. Water nose. I'm not sick or anything. I think it's too much coffee steam going right up my face. Kapow! We take a whole lot of damage. Guardian's Pledge. Oh, I know that card. Alrighty. Well, that's quite a few triggers. We will just play this. That's Impulse. We're not drawing cards. We're just looking at 4. We've got a fog, so we're feeling good there. Stream of Thought. Any order. Hey, ooh. Now I can just kind of win here, right? Let me replicate it. Is that twice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll keep open mana there. Cool. Bonk. Okay, let's do that. I pay this. All right. Let's get Stream of Thought back. Oops, same targets. All right. Let's get back all of our nice green stuff. Weather, Tangle. Where's our little stream of thoughts? Do we have another one? There it is. All right. And now we're back up to a good life total. I guess I'll grab Impulse, Thought Scour, and a little dangerous getting AK at this point, so I'll just leave it at that. All right. Opponent's got the 1 card. We've got a fog. Am I missing anything? All right. Yep, they die on their end step with this plan, unless they've got some very interesting technology that I have not seen, which is pretty rare. One of the benefits to being old and playing this game so long, I've kind of seen it all. We will attempt to Moment's Peace. And just like that, we are 2-0. 2-0-2-0. You could bloviate and say 4-0. This is game 2. Dun dun dun. And we deck 'em. All right. Oh, nope. Did I lose the first game? That was a win. I thought this was game 2. So I missed a little bit. Oh, that was game 1. All right. Well, let's go over to our little handy dandy thing here. We got Affinity, Blackout. I maybe treat this like goblins, right? Let's see. Do we have... Boy, look at how in depth this is. This is crazy. I guess we'll go with like tokens. Let's see. Great matchup. Combat. Mono white. Blah blah blah. No boarding. All right. A little worried. I don't know if I really... I'm going to lose a Muddle the Mixture and bring in just a hard counter. No, on second thought, I'm just going to bring in a forced stream of thought. Dun, dun, dun. Yep. Hey, look at that. I arrived at the same conclusion. Maybe I'm getting this deck finally, Spell Slam. It's only taken about 8 games, but it's been a successful education, that's for sure. Part of me doesn't want to show this deck off because... You know, it's not fun to play against. I'll be the first to say. All right, man is good. We are going to keep. We've only got 10 minutes. I better win. I kind of predicted, though, if I'm going to lose today, it's going to be probably to the clock and chatting too much. That is my way. Way behind. Yeah, I'm chatting too much. See, I was sitting there. I was playing like that was the last game, so I was just got plenty of time. Games all tend to run together because we're always doing like the same line of play there. But all right, let's get serious. So we'll go grab an island with Ash Barrens and Thought Scour. Is probably kind of the plan here. Mirrors go to time. Yeah, Spell Slam, since we got your attention and your mind, how do you have your stops when you play Fog? Do you change them up at all? So I've got mine all still combat heavy. I find that if I change them, sometimes I screw up a little bit too much. Meaning, do this here. Because I get so used to the cadence of how I play things that it just ends up being a bad play for me. Or not worth the little time advantage in having hiccups or play errors with muscle memory is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's just yield through this turn. Try to start saving on some time here. Only 3 stops, second main, opponent blockers, and opponent end step. Yeah, something when I get to that next level, let's we'll do this. Depending on what they do, I could Thought Scour and then Weather the Storm. We'll see. No camera freezes yet. I think we have solved the problem. Apologies for the last few shows. What started off as just a little tick started becoming a pretty persistent little issue. So I wish I could go back in time and have this set up for the Halloween show because I could actually have cameras on camera. It's for some reason that Luma, like when I showed the mug that one time, that's what kind of triggered it. I think it was just fighting for space. Letter Fight, you going to be online later, man? We haven't played in a long time, my friend. You'll probably be on all the time now. Spell Slam kicking down some great knowledge in the chat. No surprise to me. I'm just so happy to be able to show off his mind here. I don't know. I think I'm going to inventory. Let's build this up. Impulse might have been the better play there, but we're all right. Let's go from here. I think we're going to, we'll just Tangle. Tangle yield, Tangle yield. And here comes Tangle, which he's kind of boarded up against because he's got the chaser there. There's one spell. Love this storm count. I should have done something there. I'm playing a bit weird here. Let's go make sure we get a land. We did not. We've got an inventory though. So let me go bottom and then top. You know what? I want to do this now. Ooh, wow. Sure didn't find what we needed, did we? Well, we're going to have to discard, so I might as well do this here now. I'll say this, say go like this, grab Tangle, and I guess Thought Scour. Whoop. That's all. The getting's getting good. That's right. And if you want to join us on MTGO, and Little Fight will be online a little bit more often if you want to send a clan request and whatnot. Good place to click and see all your friends in one spot, like-minded individuals and such. So it's just our clan, Pauperganda. I think we got about 10 or so of you hardcore fans out there. I kind of like it. Take back what I said about being part of a clan and stuff. It is kind of nice to just throw around ideas or just know that you can right-click and get a game in for the most part. Of course, you don't want to test in an echo chamber either. So, speaking of chambers, let's grab this. Any order. We'll bring this back. We'll throw this back. And let's gain some life here. Sure. Yield through this turn. Let's go. Hiya! Bit of an awkward start with our mana, but we've got fog for days and all kinds of good stuff in our hands, so feeling a bit good. We got 7 minutes to blow. I choose to look at it. Heal through this turn. I don't know. We're already at about, what, hour and a half mark? I don't know if we should play another one after this or not. Be kind of neat to go 2-0. If we lose, maybe we'll play another one. Yeah, that's it. Let's do the favor plan. We'll start fogging. No problem, my friend. Little fights in the kitchen. It's good to be in his house, that's for sure. As we come forward with the fog plan. I really think of all decks that I might make a change to, the only thing just for me that I might change in this is maybe going with just one growth chamber. But every time I say that, I'll have the very next game, I'll have like a, oh, thank goodness for that. So I'm probably wrong there. Sometimes tweaking's a good thing when it has to do with like your play style, but for the most part, try the decks as they are. Alrighty, let's do this. One's got 36 cards. We are feeling good. I'm going to just piece here, just to, I think, do a little psychology trick and see if they want to overextend as opposed to waste an attack phase. Maybe a bit more of a thwarting intellectual thing. Nope. All right. Well, let's do. Actually, we've already got. Let me impulse here because I can find. Nope. All right. Well, we've got this frantic. I guess we'll go with frantic. Frustrating. Any order. I was hoping to find like a Thought Scour there. I can really pile this up, but we'll just have to play like this. Here we go, and it's our turn again. Cool. Well, we've got a whole lot of cards next turn, don't we? There we go. Game's in the bag. We got 6.5 minutes to lose. Almost want to give him Monarch here, but that will work. Stream of Thought. Yeah, at first glance I was that way too, Dreamer Stingo. It's just like, wait, how's this thing win? It's quite the crucial set of cards, I tell you. It's a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, it might grow in popularity. If I got anything to say about it, let's do this. Let's do this. All right. We are feeling pretty good. I'm just going to play the basic. We'll stream here. I'll just do this one time. Let's put back weather, one piece, and at this point, I kind of want to thoughts. Oh yeah, where's my? Didn't I already play that? Stream of that. Boop. Okay. I'll do that. I'll do it again. Whoop, like this. And we'll put this back, and this back, and this back. Say, okay. I guess we could flash those back, but what you gonna do? Here we go. We'll say bottom. We'll say top. We'll say ponder. We'll go like this, this, and this. No. And I'll go like this. Hiya! And let's just do this. It's a fun life. Let him get the Monarch. See what I care. We got 4 minutes to lose. Better be careful where I click here. See, you can see game should be in red, and it should be in its own little window there. Go through this turn. I've told R&D that many a times. We're kind of anthem proof at this point, although it was a little bit of a wanton play there if they did have an anthem effect. Probably incorrect. Probably nothing. It was incorrect. But you get kind of greedy with the triggers there. Poor opponent boarded in Core Sanctifiers. They're waiting for the Jace play. That's right. Hey, wait a minute. I've still got to play here. Undo yield through this turn. As I attempt to cast a herring. Thought Scour. Now I'll yield through the turn. Come on over, boys. The water's fine. Boink. Now they're falling right into my trap. Well, I think we're going to hold off at 47 life here. After we Tangle Impulse AK, my goodness. Might be able to shut the door here. Boom, 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 boom. I think if we pull this one off, we're probably going to call it here. We're going to go over the list. I want to show off Spell Slam's awesome link as far as his... I forgot the name of that thing again, the little cheat sheet. Go over the list here, and also some of your emails and some of the deck list ideas there too. Don't want to leave anybody out because you all wrote in, and who knows, we might have a more of a show. Primer, thank you. Gosh, that word just doesn't want to come to the tip of my tongue. Front of my brain, however you want to say it. Wham. 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 All right. I guess we'll just impulse then. If we're not going to get it that way, I guess we'll just do this. There we go. Cool. Cycle. Island. Yield. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Primer the movie. Glad you're still here, Toothmaker. And Kazawi. All right, we'll drop this. Let's go have some fun. We'll do this. Okay. Okay. Same targets. And we'll grab Weather the Storm, Tangle. Okay. We'll grab Thought Scour. And, hey, where's our other stream of thought? There we are. Sure, I'll just do that. 2, 3, 4. Well, you know, if he has an Anthem effect, I don't want to be that reckless with it. Let's just do this again here. Just the one. That's that one. Boop. All right. We don't have to do much here. Looks like we're going to pull that up. Yeah, Primer is a very good film. It is? Huh. Yeah, definitely go give Spell Slam some love. If Little Fights in the House, maybe you can relink those 2 links, both to his YouTube channel, as well as the awesome Primer that he has gone to great lengths and effort to make for the masses. I think we just let him hit us here. I don't want. Where's the fun in that? Boom, boom, boom. Tangle. Tangle's my name. Let's impulse here. Can we find a stream of thought? There we are. Any order. And now we are with 2 minutes to go. We have done it, folks. Unless they're playing like Felden's Cane, then we'll be in deep trouble. They would have to have it out already. All right, let's drop this. Gain a life. And then we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stream of thought. Here we go. And just like that, don't you know? Green spells are good. Same targets are good. We'll say Impulse, Tangle, and Stream of Thought. All right. And we'll say nothing. And they will lose on upkeep. Yay! It was a cool little movie. I'll have to check that out. Torvis in the house. Torvis is one of the people that sent us a very cool list. As we have shown off Spell Slam's awesome fog list. Very potent. Wins a lot. And if it doesn't, it's usually your fault or you've boarded wrong. So don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you the, we're going to go back over the list here. And if, Little Fight, if you can hear me and you want to bring up that list, I would vastly appreciate it. So we've got all kinds of little good stuff here. Bring this over. I'm going to go back over this list because it really deserves it. We've got 3 Ash Barrens, 2 forests, 7 islands, 2 growth chambers, and 4 falls. 2 of the new Fall from Favor. If you don't have access to this, Pieces of the Puzzle is a nice addition. The ones that I sent you on the email, buddy. I just wanted to give him another plug, both for his YouTube channel and for the awesome Primer. I'm going to try to commit that to memory. 2 Thought Scours, a little bit odd. You're like, huh? But we saw it's a neat little niche card, really able to accelerate Weather the Storm. So we've also got 3 Stream of Thought. Some deck lists run 4 because it keeps you from milling yourself, because that happens very easily with as many cards as this thing draws. We have all 4 of the best card, 3 Preordain, and 2 Ponders, AKs, Denials, Inventories, Impulsing, Muddling, Peacetime, Tangles, and Weather the Storm. We've got quite a bit of 2, so this Muddle the Mixture has a lot of things to hit, including being able to search for cool little niche cards like this, and then the 2 in the sideboard, and then these, and then it just turns into a counterspell deck against decks that don't care about their creatures. That's kind of the way how things are egged that way on. So anyway, Spell Slam has done, thank you for that little fight, this amazing primer. I recommend you bookmark it if you like this kind of deck list. But more important than that is his YouTube page, which is linked in the chat there too, and we'll also have it in the description below the video when this goes up on YouTube in a few hours, after I make some cool artwork to make it a little more click friendly and stuff. But I mean, this just a massive. You go, what about? And he's written about it, and so very, very cool. One last thing. look at all these people. These are just some of the people that wrote in for mill decks. We've got like Nimchimsky with a just this gigantic 100 card list. Let's see where this thing goes here. One of this Simic Turbo-Fog with all kinds of good stuff. He's got Stream of Thought in this one too, but it's a gigantic one. And then we've got where have we got here? We've got this mill list, which kind of it's not hyperlinked, so I just wanted to give you guys some love to Patrick Tim Saunders, Spellslam Torvis, Alex, Ken, and Jasper, also known as Nimchimsky of Pauperganda family love. So anyway, guys, I want to roll to the Jingle Bells thing, and I think we're going to call it a show because we're at about that time. Don't want the streams to be too long, and I know the next one will probably take an hour plus. So go give Spellslam some love. Enjoy, play a lot of Pauper. We'll see you same time, same place next week after Christmas. Maybe everybody got some new cards in their stockings and such if you're of the celebratory persuasion. But anyway, so thanks and love to all. Spellslam, awesome list. Here comes some stuff. Please stick around and enjoy. We'll see you next week, guys. Adios.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, and laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing in a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One-horse open sleigh. One-horse open, one-horse open, one-horse open sleigh.
Is your den clouded in a funky, ethereal haze? Did she stop coming over because it smells like a stinkweed imp died weeks ago? Laying in DenGuard, Clump and Seal has you covered. Advanced Pride Mage technologies create a feral invocation against the smells of your litter box, so you can get back to the things that really matter. Pride Mage is excited to bring you DenGuard, our strongest odor blocker to date.